Howdy, y'all. Welcome to part number 20. We're right where we left off. I haven't even moved from my spot. Let's find what they were trying to hide.
Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
I wonder if it was a keeper. What's down there? We'll get to the thing down there.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
And last but not least...
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
How much does this get folded? Thank you.
Revelio.
Does he not know Revelio? You better start spamming it, bro. You're missing out on sweet dollars.
Sebastian. Over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
They burned their face. I wonder if that's the witch from the tomb.
Confringo! Incendio! Compulso!
Nope. Okay.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Oh, this is where they made it rain. This is where they popped up and made it rain on the villagers. Uh-oh.
Revelio. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
I wonder...
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
If I hadn't chose to
Look
tell
at
him
this.
everything, would I
Someone piled this here for a reason.
not have vomited the
Is
hell
it
out
blocking
of
something?
myself right there?
Only one way to find out.
Well, I'm glad I needed him to.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
How did he get down here? Whoa. What the?
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Yeah, back! Back, I tell you, back! Back, I tell you, back! Back! Back, back, back! Back, back, I tell you, back! second week in camp, more arrive each day. The Muggle doctor and even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. So, the ones who survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to get rid of them. To rid them of their torment.
A
This is
journal
probably from
entry of
Isadora.
Isadora's.
Yeah, she
I should
really
hold on to this.
wanted to heal people, quote unquote. I travel here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing I could lessen the burn of heartache. Surely it wouldn't help to hurt him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fruitless consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
If she wanted to help people.
Incendio!
Yep.
Revelio.
Another mirror, huh?
Incendio!
Back! I saw you back! Okay, sorry.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
It's in the mirror, genius. But he doesn't know I can travel through mirrors.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
I do want to
I'm
say...
tempted to hold my breath.
Ominous is a jerk. So no, we're not going to include him. The jerk-faced jerk.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
I will not make him meet the keepers, only Fig. I trust that much. Sorry, Sebastian. Oh, it's been ripped. Not another puzzle, please.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
I don't know what that means. Fire and more fire. Actually, that's the symbol of the ancient magic. This just looks like fire.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
We'll see if it burns me later. Awesome. Level 20. 2 more and I can learn all the high-level talents. Alright, what's next?
I could test you. Oh, that would be incredible. If you're sure.
I'll be tested too.
You already know the next that every
I'm not sure if I ever said it, but welcome, guys. Welcome to part 20. I'm not reading all that brilliant, really. One can only imagine what they might do with an enchanted telescope. I miss you there, sister, and I do hope you well. I'm not reading all that. But we have astronomy class. Is that Sebastian? I don't know. Let's get ready for it. I guess we gotta wait till nighttime.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
To hell. Okay, good leprechaun, and I love it. Oh.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups.
Oh.
Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the
Not her
starry-eyed.
shaming crystal
Now,
girls.
if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Why'd he turn around like that? What were you looking at, bro?
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own.
Oh, okay. Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. Can I look around? No? Okay.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
What's the point of this class?
Dismissed.
What's the point of this class? Can I call down a meteor like Madara did?
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
No thanks.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one.
Then give me the new
I
one.
finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
He's acting a bit dodgy, isn't he? Innit?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Oh, he got that squalor.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
He and her are saying the same thing, and they kind of gave them similar accents and looks. I was surprised he wasn't her son. Surprised.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
I said I wasn't helping any students any longer. Because they all get me in trouble.
Ah, I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No, no. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we?
I don't think you can reject any quest in this game. Not gonna. I don't think you can I don't think you can reject any quest in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
I got stealth and like 18,000 skills, bro. You'll die first.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as
Revelio.
tidy as I expected.
Caged bathtub. Rumor has it that the tub was enchanted to chase after students decades ago who were obsessed with their studies, who were too obsessed with their studies to care much about personal hygiene. We need to free this bathtub because people are talking about taking 2 showers a week. Free the bathtub, please.
Incendio!
Spiders might be lurking about.
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
Look, there's a table.
Where is he? Bro, hurry up.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Okay, let's try this. Not another game had me finding stars.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
What a weirdo. What a weirdo, guys. Astronomy class was more pointless than anything I've ever done. I will not be finding any more tablets.
What an excellent move.
And he is like so interested in me. Ugh. Weirdo. Alright, what's next?
A castle. Must have been quite stately in his time. Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Depulso! Revelio! Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. Confringo! Accio! Revelio. Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
Did she say fortunate that somebody died? I know I'm hard of hearing, but that's crazy.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Okay. So, these are the two that we need. I don't know. $1,100 or... Oh. I'm gonna buy these. I don't care for these. I don't use any plants, but...
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio.
The dogweed and deathcap tree. The large tree of winding branches supports the shop dogweed and deathcap.
Lumos.
A chimney next to some grass. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Before we can plant them...
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Too large. I think this is the one we're gonna get.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Lower your prices. Okay, we put some tables down and we're growing stuff. Be back in 15 minutes.
quiet enough. Hideous distraction!
Assignment's all finished.
So we just used the venomous something and the mandrake on some goblins. And now we can attend class. And now we can grow other stuff because we bought giant pots. Always buy the recipes instead of just the thingies. Oops. Why does that plant have teeth? I miss the music in this game. I've never experienced it, but I'm sure it is good enough, you know?
How wonderful to see you again.
I feel like testing it out, like turning it on and seeing what happens.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Sprigs of sneezewort. But they speak English, right? I'm kidding. Can levitate and move objects. So it's like a combination of Levioso and the other spell. Because of course I don't remember the name. Huh.
Well done!
Say, Ma.
Feel free to practice Wingardium.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Why was your class locked when I came last time?
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage. So it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Bro, at this point, quit. Quit.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
He died. He died. Sorry, I'm gonna keep trying to rizz her up.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Huh. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day.
Dang,
oh,
it
and
didn't
remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
It didn't work. She was like, "You're a student. Get out of here." I'm gonna see you later, shawty. It's kind of we kind of look the same. Got that green on. I feel you. I feel you. She feeling me. She feeling me. All right. Let's actually slot this in to somewhere. I guess. Put it here, and let's go see what the next quest is.
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
Why not?
Yes, I have some right here. Please take it and be careful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I knew you had a good heart. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand. Please take this as thanks for your generosity.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Unexpected, but gotta help the queens. Love your hair, by the way.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
He had a lot to say. Okay.
See if there's something you need.
He has a Wowzers. Can I like see it first, dog? Dang. Wildin'. That's what I'm gonna sell you everything I own. Hey man, just from selling clothes, we have been doing decent on money.
That's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, on to the next.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I?
Okay.
All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I just got one from the other girl, so I'm gonna give it to her.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need. Here. Not sure it'll help you, though. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, you're a gem, you are. I'll be sure to be very careful. And you be careful, too. No grim is going to get me. Thanks to you, kind child. I must insist
Look at
that
that.
you accept this small token of my gratitude.
It pays to be nice, guys, and have extra potions you don't care about.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Alright, let's go meet Natty. I think I'm gonna end, really? I think I'm gonna end part 20 here. Once we get up to her.
Revelio.
And I'll see you guys in part 21. Let's see what she needs.
I've always said that travel...
Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me, is Natty the best girl? If you watch anime, Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.